Erik, an important 3 points in the bag tonight. Give us your thoughts on the performance.
Well, it's okay, and of course you hope you score in the first half hour, and then second just before halftime. So that took a little bit long, but I think we deserved that goal. And then you score from set play, perfect. Second half, we scored 2 more goals, and good goals out of open play. So I'm happy with that. Also with the clean sheet, because we didn't also give nothing away. So really focused win, what I would say.
You said the performance was okay there, and that you stressed the importance of scoring goals. Was there a feeling that there was an improvement to be made, to be more clinical, more ruthless in front of goal, particularly in that first half?
I don't know if that are the words. It's more to bring more numbers in, to get behind the defending line of the opponents, and that's especially about occupation, the zones in the box, and that is what we can do better. And I think the examples are the second and the third goal. Then I think we are with more in the box. We occupy the positions, and that is what we have to do more. There we have to improve.
You could see how desperate Ronaldo was to score a goal tonight. How pleased were you to see him finish the game off with that?
Yeah, great. And he created, the team creates for him, and we know we have the capabilities to finish, and that will come. But he needs a goal to get over that point, I would say, and then will come more goals. I'm confident of that.
You made a couple of changes at half-time. One of them was Antony. Was that an injury? Was that something that was planned? Or was that a reaction to the spin that we saw in the first half?
No. But it was more or less planned if we are up. I want to see Cristiano and Marcus Rashford close together. That was one of the reasons to bring another dynamic over the right side. I thought over the left side, Garnacho was playing quite well. He had really a threat in his actions, really good tempo dribblings. So that was good to see. So it was more or less was planned. Yeah.
You stressed the importance, obviously, of topping this group, and this result goes a long way to going towards that. How much confidence can you take into that final group game now?
Oh, we have confidence, but we know what we have to do. That crazy penalty, that's what we get in the first game. We have to deal with that. So that means we have to win there, and we have to win with two goals difference.
Thank you, Erik.
Please.
It was a clean sheet overall. Happy with the evening?
Yes, but you want always more, and I think we scored 3 goals, but I think we should have won with at least 5-0. But in the end, I think there were a lot of positives in this game. What you mentioned, the clean sheet, we didn't concede counters, so we attacked well organized. They couldn't get out, so the counter press was really good, and we created a lot against a real compact opponent. What I said, we scored 3, we should have scored even more, but there was a threat, we create, and that's good.
These nights can be frustrating against the team who defend like that. So how important was that goal on the stroke of half-time from Diogo?
Meaning of the first goal. And the first goal is always really important. And every top team knows that, is aware of that. But even when you concede him, you have to deal with it as well. But if you can score him, that gives you a big advantage in the game.
And obviously strikers thrive on goals. To see Marcus and Ronaldo get on the score sheet, how welcome was that in the second half?
Yeah, second half we won. I wanted to see that. Cristiano and Marcus close together in the 9 and 10 position. And I think it can be a threat for opponent. It's always difficult against such players to defend that, and we have seen that. They can take benefit from each other. It was good to see also over the right side when Bruno called out, and then you get a different dynamic over the right as well. So I've seen some positive points in this game.
It was a big night for Alejandro Garnacho as well, and when he came off, Old Trafford rose to applaud him. Did you like his performance?
Yes, and he deserved this chance. About hard working, but there's still a lot of room for improvement, especially in the defending part, in the pressing part, in the counter press, in the defense transition. But you can see in tight areas he can find solutions. He has a really good tempo dribbling. He can outplay opponents with tempo dribbling, and that is what you need against tight, compact playing opponents.
So you're through to the knockout stage, but you, I'm sure, want to finish top of the group and avoid a playoff. So how big is that night in Spain next week?
When you make the question, it's also the answer. first leg we lose, crazy penalty, so we have to deal with that crazy penalty. So we have to turn around. So that demands a big performance there, demands a winning attitude. But first we have Sunday. That's more important. Always go from game to game, and we have now focus on Sunday, West Ham United.
Thanks, Erik. Thank you. Overall, Mark, was that a job well done?
Yeah, definitely. I think we defended well. David didn't really have much to do in the goal, which is very good for us. And yeah, we managed to sort of keep them pinned in their half. A couple of breakaways in the first half and in the second half. But yeah, we kept them quiet, and we got 3 goals in the end.
Is it about being patient when you've got a mass defence and waiting for the goal to come?
They have 2 blocks, and they're very stubborn. They stick with a man, and they defend well as a block, as a unit. You have to keep chipping away at them, keep making them move out of positions, which means constant runs in behind, constant interchanging, and ultimately getting bodies in the face of the goal. So yeah, eventually we got there. We scored a couple of goals, and we could have got a couple more as well.
And your goal, Luke Shaw, with the ball in?
Yeah, great cross. I just tried to guide it towards the near post, and thankfully it went in. But yeah, great cross, great build up. But patient play, like you said. It's in them positions that Shaw is in. It's almost enticing to try and get it across the face of the goal. Sometimes you just need to be calm and try and pick someone out. So yeah, it was a great cross from him.
99 goals. You're nearly there.
Yeah, almost there. Almost. It'd be a great achievement when it happens. But I'm just focused on keep winning games for this club. And keep enjoying ourselves.
You know what it's like to be a young player playing here. How did you think young Garnacho got on with his first start?
Yeah, he done brilliantly. I think he expressed himself and played positive football. The only thing missing was a goal really, and I bet that would have made him really happy. But yeah, I'm pleased for him. Hopefully he can kick on now and start getting more minutes and keep performing like that.
Finally, a group decider in a week's time against Real Sociedad. That's going to be a big night, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. We know we have to go there and win by 2 goals. And it was our objective, to finish top of the group at the beginning of the campaign. So that's still very much on our minds.
Well, we did wonder whether Antony's substitution at half-time had anything to do with the showboating that we saw at 0-0, and Erik Ten Hag is saying there that it was pre-planned.
More or less.
More or less.
I think it would have had a little bit of something to do with it. I think you saw his reaction on the bench. I think it frustrated him. I just don't know what it achieves. Look, this crowd and me, I love a bit of showboating. I love a bit of entertainment,
But then at least get the next pass right.
Well, yeah. And does that do anything for anybody? Does it do anything for himself? We'd have to ask him. I don't know what it achieves, Owen. And like you said, the next bit, or even before that, the first half an hour, 40 minutes, whatever it was before that.
Or if you're 4-0
up. He did nothing in the game. Well, you're 3-4-0 up, yeah, then you might do. But even if you're 3-4-0, what does that do for you?
Does that annoy the fans?
No, I think you're curious. You're thinking, what's he going to do? I think one spin's fine. The second one, I think...
2's pushing it.
No, it's just what, I think we all want to see skill. We all love that. But the point is you need to have skill with function, and you need to be moving forward. If he does it in and around somebody, around someone, I'll be jumping out my seat.
Yeah.
But the point is to do it like that with no effect. I'm not sure what he was trying to achieve. Look, first of all, he's come a very long way to be out on Old Trafford as a Brazilian. He's achieved a lot by doing that. He probably wanted to show this skill, which he does everywhere he goes. But the point, I just want to see it with a bit more closer to someone when you're up against someone. But look, that's his skill. He likes to do it.
I'm not even sure it's skill, is it? I think it's
his thing, Scholes, isn't it?
Couldn't we do that?
Yeah, but I think he probably wanted to show people that he is.
Is it his trademark, do you think?
Yeah, it is, yeah. I think he just wanted to do that at Old Trafford. But the point is, do one and then get forward and then take somebody on.
I think he needs a better one, don't you?
I think he's got
a more entertaining one.
I think he's got probably a better one coming. I think somebody would have told him, Scholes, don't you think?
What, not to do it?
No, I think now, maybe before people would have said they would like to see that. Whereas I'm not sure in this country we like to see tricks.
Yeah, this country, any country, in Brazil. Brazil don't want to see that, do they? Ajax in Holland, do they want to see that?
No, but I think people like to see...
Yeah, I
skill.
like to see skill and
Just
entertainment.
Just not two.
But
Not two spins.
I don't think
Just
that's
the
skill.
one.
I don't think that's skill or entertainment. That's just being a clown, isn't it?
Right, shall we focus on the match next week? Because it is set up for a brilliant showdown, isn't it? Because Real Sociedad won in Cyprus tonight, as expected, the group will go down to the final game between Manchester United and Real Sociedad out in San Sebastian, and Manchester United need to win by 2 goals or more in order to go through as the group winners. And the reason why that's so important, just to reiterate, in this new format of the Europa League, if you go through as the group winners, you go straight through to the round of 16, avoiding the extra playoff round where you could face a team like Barcelona or Sevilla, who have already been confirmed as dropping into the Europa League from the Champions League. It would make for an exciting tie, but Manchester United obviously want to avoid the extra 2 games.
Yeah, ideally, I think with the Premier League and the fixture congestion, but do you know what? It's going to be tough there next week. I don't care. I don't mind if they go through as top or not. I want to see Barcelona.
You want a trip to the new camp, don't you?
Of course I do. Yeah, I'd love to go and watch Barcelona, Man United again. They're proper European nights. We don't want to see rubbish like we've seen tonight and the Antony game. It's not entertaining. Barcelona. Imagine the difference, the atmosphere, the quality of players. It'd just be great to watch.
Look, they're in a super place, United. You know, they've been some really good teams this season. They beat Tottenham, they beat Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool. They can go there easily and win by 2 goals. So I think they're in a good place, defensively, offensively. Balance of the team is good. I expect them to go there and win. It'll be tough, but I think they're going to get the job done.
And just a quick word on Harry Maguire. Good to see him back fit, back out on the pitch as well. When he was warming up, he came down this end of the pitch and got a nice reception from the crowd. And he didn't have a great deal to do out on the pitch tonight, but good to keep a clean sheet still, nevertheless.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, look, he's had a tough time, and these fans here will get behind him. They realise how difficult the last year to 18 months has been for him. We want him to get back to the player he is, the player he can be. We know, look, that wasn't a test tonight, as you said. There'll be a bigger test to come if he plays next week, if he plays against West Ham on Sunday. No, then that'll be a true test of his form. So, look, fingers crossed he gets back to the Harry Maguire we all know. Yeah,
with Varane out injured, how much game time do you expect Harry Maguire to get between now and the World Cup, which is obviously important for England as well? Hopefully.
I was really happy for him. These fans are brilliant. You know, they'll give him a big clap. I think he'll be delighted to be fit, start playing, and obviously they've got the World Cup coming up, so he'll be ready to get going, but I'm delighted the reception the fans gave him. In that front 3 tonight was the youngster, 18-year-old Garnacho. What can he learn from this situation with Ronaldo and playing on the pitch with him tonight as well? He was so impressive out there. You know, he was exceptional. You know, he had real quality. The thing I liked about him, this is what he did. He was direct. He ran at defenders all the time. He had the step-overs up. He had tricks that had a bit of function as well. Cheeky little nutmeg. I think he had everything. He was just missing a goal or assist, but I thought overall, if you would say that kid was 18 years old, he was the most effective of all the front 3 players. And I really enjoyed watching him score. I just think he's definitely one for the future and for now, actually. Yeah,
you know, this crowd, they love entertainment as well. I think this lad was really entertaining, almost like a young Cristiano at that age, you know, taking the skill, taking the ball down like he did there with his little back heel. But I was impressed with, you know, some wingers, they can only go one way sometimes, and he's a right-footed winger playing on the left-hand side. Sometimes they can't go down that left-hand side, but he did. He could do both, and it makes you so unpredictable. As Owen said, he probably missed an assist and a goal, but I thought his performance was exciting, really exciting for an 18-year-old kid. And he really is one to look for the future. He'd only played 35 minutes in a Manchester United shirt before tonight, so this was really his biggest opportunity to show the manager what he can do across the grand scheme of a whole match, and he did exactly that, didn't he? Yeah, he didn't disappoint. I think the fans would have loved him. We all enjoyed watching him play. Obviously, Cristiano putting his arm around him. You know, he's great at that, but what a beautiful feeling. You know, he knows he played well, by the way. You know, as a player, he's walking off. Fans appreciated it. I'm sure his family, he'll have a proud moment. You know, all these guys come from such a far place to achieve their dream. To play out there on Old Trafford is a beautiful thing, and I thought he did fantastic tonight. Has he proved himself enough to start in the Premier League at the weekend against West Ham, or do you expect him to start out in Spain next week for the last game? Or neither? Difficult to say. He's still very young. You're playing against opposition tonight, which isn't the strongest. We all appreciate that, but I'm not sure he'll start on Sunday or Thursday, but it's definitely an option for the manager. He's definitely gave him something to think about. He could be one to come on for the last 20, 30 minutes. He could be, as you say, more dangerous some of the players that have been playing every week because of the basic fact he can go past people on either side, and there's not that many wingers who can do that these days. And look, he's when you come into a team, you have to take your chance as a young player. We talked about Marcus as a young player burst onto the scene. You have to take your chance, and I think tonight I don't think he's done himself any harm.
Do you think he's made a case to start?
Maybe not start, but he's in the manager's thoughts now. Whereas obviously before with the minutes you said he probably wasn't. He's in now. He's in. But they've got Sancho, they got Alanga, they got Martial, Antony. They got all these different options. But if he plays like that, he'll definitely play a lot more.